Good morning, Igor P1. How's it going? Make sure I got everything set up right here. I believe we're ready to go. No Karen again. So, about 7 minutes, we have the amateur league starting up, the JCCR Racing League. Here at Nurburgring, GP in the rain. Back-to-back weeks of rain. We're missing a few drivers yet. Hopefully we get some people showing up here in a minute. Let's check and see who we got. Did not see Johnny. Let's see. Yeah. Hopefully get a couple of minutes here. Some of these guys start jumping in. So we are intermediates. I bet you the track is dry. Hopefully. Morning, Devious. How's it going? I'm pretty sure Johnny knows we have a race going on. I did message him. Hopefully he shows up in the next few minutes. I messed that turn all up. Whoop. Yeah. Looking at my phone. It's probably not the best thing to do. Hey, Duano, how's it going? Morning. Whoop. Okay, we're just doing terrible. Oh, and the rain's starting. Lots of rain. So let's see what the rain's going to look like at the beginning of this one. Let's see. Still missing a Johnny. Yeah, nice big rain cloud coming our way. Alright, well. Morning deep to the, or I guess evening deep to the other side of the world. On our perfectly flat world. There are no time zones. Let's see, Crispy needs to back out. There he goes. Still no word from Johnny. Got a couple minutes left before the start. Let's see who's on track. Got Forza Canada on track right now. Oh, I almost beat him last week. Spun out right before the last corner, giving him the win. He is much faster at this track than I am. Beat me by a good 2 seconds. We just have... Oh, that's Crispy's. I was hoping that was Johnny just got in. Alright, Chowder, Devious, me, somebody just backed out. Forza Neighbor, Demon Curry. Looks like a race of 7. New Johnny. Give him one more minute. I don't remember. I don't think he said he was doing anything this morning. He's not currently up streaming. So, without hearing from him, we might just have to start without him. Jade, how's it going? Alright, well, if he makes it by the end of qualifying, we can always get him in at the tail end, and I can reorganize the order. But we're going to go ahead and get this one going. The rain is definitely going to slow down the time a little bit, so more than the 30 minutes I initially thought it would be. And here we go. We're going to have to check this weather. Are we qualifying in the rain, or hopefully it'll be dry? Oh, didn't have enough time to see. I don't even know what tires I'm on. Let's risk it. It's a bit wet. Nope. Oop, wrong way. Okay. Didn't even make the first turn of the outlap. This is much better. Still a bit slippery out there. Quite a bit of wet track right now. See if we get a couple of laps. Hopefully it dries up as we're qualifying. Looks like I got a nice clear track all around me. Hey, Nielsen, how's it going? Oh. Didn't quite slow down enough. See what we can do. 208 on that outlap's not too terrible, so way too wide. Really hate that turn 2. And turn 3 and 4. One of these days I'll figure those turns out. Slow aim, how's it going? Got a little bit of rain cloud down on the bottom of the radar. Hopefully we don't get more rain. Stay off that curb. Hooking that curb can get quite slippery, especially in this Ferrari. Devious across the line first with a 208. Let's see what I can do here. Curry's got a 207. He's a really good driver. Should definitely improve on his time. I got a 207. So if we got somebody going into the pits for different tires. A little slippery out there. Alright, so Forza's got himself a 205, Neighbor's in the 206. I might get myself a 206. Nope, I overshot that corner. That's not good. What do we got? 3 minutes. Yeah, totally blew out that last chicane there. It was not good. There's really tricky corners there. Haven't quite figured out the proper line through it. Oh, too early. Looks like we've got a couple of guys out here going to be able to get in maybe one good lap on slick tires. Maybe two. If I pit now, it would be too late. So it looks like I'm just going to have to go with this. Last qualifying lap. See if I can get any better than that. Find that apex. wasn't the worst. Definitely not an easy track. Turned in way too late. Yeah, not going to improve my lap time any. So, currently, it looks like I'm going to be starting in the middle of the pack. Being sick is the worst. Alright, so it looks like Forza, Neighbor, and Curry still get to finish one more lap. See if anybody can improve their lap time on the last one here. Yeah, Forza coming across the line with a 202.3. Neighbor is in second. Can Frank improve? Nope. Frank will take third. I'm going to be starting fourth. Devious in fifth. And still no word from Johnny, I don't think. Nope. So looks like we're racing without Johnny, which is unfortunate because I was close to him in the points. I don't want to beat him in the points just because he missed a race. But that looks like what's going to happen. Alright, so good luck to everybody out there. Race long and prosper. We're going to fire this one right up just in time. That way we can get the pro race going at the right time. And here we go. Need to get some more drivers out there. Weather, I'm on the mid-intermediates. That may have been not good. Oh, we've lost one already. The trek is wet to start. Forza might be on the slicks too. Got Chowder Pouch right behind us, followed up by Demon Gaming. Looks like Devious may have gotten off a bit. Neighbor has definitely started on the wrong tires. He's not going to make it. Looks like we got two guys. Yep, Devious and Neighbor way in the back on the wrong tires. And Demon just went out there too. Looks like he slid out the rain just behind me. Oh, it's going to be one of those races. See headlights in my mirror. Chowder Pouch is still back there. See if I can get caught up to Forza and Curry. Do not like that. No. No, no, no. I definitely cannot get caught up to them. Oh, I can't even get back on track. Alright, now racing from the back. I got dirty tires in them, damaged. I'm not going to try and pass you. Well, my only goal was to not spin out. We didn't even accomplish that in one lap. So let's see how the rest of this goes. Good, my turn signals and my hazard lights aren't flashing this time. Traction control is definitely working overtime this week. And I turned it up to 3 for this race because I was just sliding everywhere. See if I can get caught up to Demon Game in here. Oh, he got loose. That wasn't brilliant. Driving off track there into the gravel, but at least I kept the car straight. It looks like he may have slid out again. I don't see him anymore. No! Oh, I'm so glad we're not racing in the rain for the rest of the season. Maybe that's why Johnny's not here. He didn't want to race in the rain again. I gotta catch up over 13 seconds. Getting a lot of understeer from my car, just not cranking it through the corners. A little better through that corner there. Oh yeah, big difference on that one. So, we have no rain incoming currently. The track is starting to dry out a bit. Very possible I might end up having to pit to get onto the soft tires in the next few laps. And then right after I do that, it'll probably start raining again. Stay over here because it's wet over here. I can already feel my car losing traction as the track is getting drier. And all the drivers are currently very spread out. Does look like I've gained about 4 seconds on Chowder, so he must have spun out a little bit, at least. See him way off in the distance, just a little dark spot. Still no rain incoming. Curry's going for the soft tires. Hey, Ricky. How's it going? Doc, what's up? Currently trying to survive in the rain. Well, not lack of rain. So I got a clear track around me, so that's good. Allows me to focus on my terrible driving over trying not to wreck other cars. And we have caught up quite a bit to Chowder, so he is definitely spun out somewhere. Tried to get on it way too early there. Dog, you're gonna have to wait. I got 10 laps to go. Nope. So now do I want to risk it and pit for soft tires? I probably should. He is. I'm going in. I'm going to go ahead and get a full tank. That should be enough, so I shouldn't need gas for the rest of the race. Yeah, it's definitely catching up there. It's hard to keep an eye on him though when he's so far ahead. Get a quick swig of the coffee. Probably a little more gas than I need, but we're doing it anyways. Looks like everybody's going to go ahead and try and put on the soft tires. So we got Forza in the lead. Big surprise there. I had a feeling he was going to do good. Curry is in second. Curry is pretty good, so they might have a battle up the front. Chowder right in front of me. As a team not sponsored Phiness livery he's got on there. Gonna let off a little early. Try and find me a good spot to try and pass. There it is. Alright, now I just gotta focus and maintain pace. Looks like I'm pulling away from him already. So it should be alright. Pay attention when you're supposed to shift the car. A little awkward through there, but for me on this track, that's not too bad. Always trying to get on the gas too early on that corner. Really need to wait. Yeah, Forza is going in for his first stop of the day. Getting off the intermediates, probably going to the soft tires. I shifted way down too far there. That is a very tight chicane. When you get it right, it's so fun. If I get it right. Sure other drivers get that more right than I do. A little wide. Almost caught the grass with my right side tires. It does look like I'm outpacing Chatter Pouch, which is good. Got me in a P3 right now. Definitely did not expect to do this good in this race so far, and that's with a couple of spin outs. Probably shouldn't be looking at my phone while I'm driving 120. So, on the leaderboard, I am 24 seconds behind Curry and 26 seconds behind Forza. So it looks like those guys are about a second and a half apart up there. Pretty close together. Can't wait to see the battle that's going on there once I get to see the replay. Just messing up all of these corners. Get back on the line here. Came out of there pretty good. Didn't get it on it too early. They even got it on a little bit late on that one. It was a lot smoother than what I normally get through there on. To let off there to make sure I don't wreck through the S. Still no rain in sight. The track is pretty much dry at this point. Several laps to go, and it's very possible that we're going to see some rain at the very end of this. And we'll see who pits for what kind of tires. Hey, 202, that's my best so far. A bit of understeer there. That was not a good corner. Yep, 3/10 down. Oh, and there's Johnny. 35 minutes late. I have a feeling he thinks the race starts in 25 minutes. Whoa. I got very distracted there. Yeah, so with Johnny being late, not making the race, I am probably going to... Oh, we had family over. Probably going to pass him in the points of the standings. We should be fairly close together. The final race of the season is going to be Yas Marina, and there's no way I'm not finishing last on that track. Just cannot figure it out. I don't like that track, so I'm not really practicing there. As long as he doesn't get in the way of the pros, I'd be okay with that. Both me and Devious joined the pro race last week, and we were very good at staying out of the way of the drivers actually running the race. I'm not going to be doing that for this one. I'm terrible here. I really enjoyed Fuji last week. I think for season 3 I might just have to stack the deck with all my favorite tracks. Oh, that was terrible. Okay, we stayed straight. That's good. Still got a decent lead on Chowder. I think I'm got a better pace than he does, so got dirty tires. Alright, so Curry has taken the lead over Forza at some point there. I didn't get to notice that. I am still running in third. Chowder Pouch is still in fourth. Neighbor has moved himself back up into fifth. We've got Demon in sixth, and Devious is in seventh. As I miss all my shifting, checking out the leaderboard. Alright, Ricky, thanks for stopping by. Get some of that Team Nut sponsored coffee. Still no sign of the rain. Oop. Keep your eyes on the road, Doofus. All that practice that we did in the wet, and it's been pretty much dry from the beginning. Not a rain cloud in the sky. What are the odds of all that? And we even turned it up from the RO4 setting to the 6. So it's supposedly going to be heavier rain than what we saw in Fuji. Second behind my lap there. I need to focus a little more. Bouncing over these curbs is not good for the Ferrari. Forza is going in. He is still in intermediates and he is just whooping me. So my tires are half gone. Got 3 laps to go, so we should be good on tires and fuel. There's Forza now. Get my radar back on. definitely imagine he's going to catch back up to me here. Make sure to stay out of his way when he does. Making some terrible corners on this one. Keep my eyes out of the mirror and just focus on the line. Oh, he's going to get me in the chicane, isn't he? Or maybe I got enough of a lead. It's terrible at going too wide through this one. Alright, we'll let him have it here. Oh, he's got a penalty. Still no rain. Oh, I can't see the road. You gotta get up from behind you. Alright, a little tricky. Forza is pulling away from me. Definitely doing better, so I'm glad I'm not slowing him down. I know when the other drivers on the track are faster than me, when to try and hold them back and when not to. Don't have any issues with that with any other drivers, hopefully. We are going to be watching for that this week. I'm going to be keeping a close eye on how that goes. I'm going to see a cloud right at the end of the race. If we're coming up on our final lap. Oh, that's kind of a joke. After all that. So what was supposed to be a raining race started off with a little bit of wet on the track, and ended up being dry for the majority of it. Getting a little loose on the wheel here right at the last lap. Remember, the race isn't over yet. That was bad. shifted down again there. For funsies, I guess. And Curry has won it. I believe that is his second win of the season. Looks like I was pretty good on the fuel there. That was kind of the perfect lap to pit on without realizing it. Maybe Frank had the strategy down, so... And I'm going to take third. Oh, arm's a little sore after that one. Hey Wade, how's it going? Brandon, how's it going? I can definitely do that. Real quick. I was waiting for the race to run out here. I do need a human pit stop. I got way too much coffee in my system. So I will share this and we'll be right back. Alright, give me just one moment. Okay, I did a thing. That's not too terrible. P3. I'm going to get a 6-star ticket. I'm pretty sure that's going to be a part that I'll use for a car that I never drive. Make sure. Go to here. Take a screenshot of that guy. And over here. And as always, I always share these. That way anybody can go to my profile and have a look at the replays for themselves. And we got going over here. Send a message to Johnny. Yeah, it was a really fun race. I'll get my noisy dog over here. Give me one more minute. I'll be right back. Okay, I have returned. Got my dogs all situated. So, let's see. We got a Roiki, a Thor, a Nielsen, and a Seb, and a Crispy. And a me. I don't want to be in here, so we're going to do that. If Johnny wants to race, he's more than welcome to get in. We do have about 6 minutes before the race starts. See if any other pros want to show up. So Johnny said he is going to go ahead and race, but he will pull over. Oh, Jim's in. Sweet. Here's my... Why am I not hearing anything? Oh, that would explain a lot. Okay, and we're all caught back up. Hey Jim, how's it going? We have 6 minutes. Alright, so we're going to let everybody get out there. Hopefully Johnny can get out there and have some practice laps. I can't believe that the rookie race, or the amateur race, or as Jimmy calls it, Johnny calls it the semi-pro league. I don't even know who Jimmy is. Okay, so now we're going to check out who is on track. I'm just going to watch here. I'll wait for these guys to get a few practice laps in before the race gets going. Have their weather radar on. Jim does. So it looks like it's clear for right now. Track is a bit wet during the practice. Hopefully the weather actually has some rain, because that was kind of the point. So it looks like we've got a Brendan who is joining. I believe you are in the stream, aren't you? Yeah, there you are. So, welcome to the team, Brandon. If you don't know, Monday through Fridays, what time is that? 9 Eastern time, I believe. Johnny does his open lobbies. Do the team versus the challengers. Yeah, I saw that on there. I'll get to that right after these races. And you are more than welcome to check out plenty of the team liveries. If you don't have a custom one, I'm sure we'll get you on a list to get you one made. And we have another 4 minutes to the start of this race, or the start of qualifying. What's going on here? Definitely looking for more drivers to join the league. I would like to be able to get up enough to have 3 separate leagues. I had a soap addiction. I'm clean now. What does a vegetarian priest eat? None. Oh. If you didn't get to see it the other day on Led's stream, what did I say? He was driving in the grass, talking about mowing the grass. So I said, if you mow your grass and you find a GT3 race car, you might be a Lead Pencil subscriber. BL instantly went and made a poster of that. It was hilarious. Okay, we're a little early, but I think we're ready to go. Crispy is on the side, so we're definitely going to make sure he's ready. Wiki is pulled in. Hopefully everybody checks their tires. If Johnny completes the race, we might put him in the tail end of the points, because I really don't want to beat him just based off the fact that he missed a race. I want to race against him for the points. And I got a P3 today, so where I thought I might be falling down, I actually did pretty good. Alright, 1 more minute by my clock. Where's everybody on the track? Jim just started a lap. Wiki. What do we got back here? Yeah, I think you guys came out on soft tires. I saw a couple of cars go off behind me. Or intermediates. Where did I start on? I started on the intermediates. So yeah, I had the wet tires on where I think a couple of guys didn't. And I managed to survive. If it wasn't for that little bit of rain, that wet track on the first lap, could have been a completely different race. Alright, Thor is coming up to the finish line, so as soon as he crosses, we're going to fire up the qualifying. Saw some of that last week too. Oh, he got himself a 203. Where are you at, Jim? I'm gonna let Jim finish this one. See if he's. Yeah, a great lap by Thor. Wiki's starting in P7. He must have been on the intermediate tires the entire time. And a 205. Okay. Alright, fellas, here we go. All things gonna go. And 2 minutes better than any time I had on here. My optimal wasn't even 2 minutes. Oh, we can spectate. See who's going to go out first. And we got Nielsen out on the track first. He starts his out lap. Get rid of that so we can see how wet the track is. The track is very wet. He's on intermediates. It's like everybody's on the intermediates. But not Johnny. He's brave. He's going to do it with the softs. See how well that works out for him. He's taking it very slow through that turn 1. Nope. That's the same thing I did. You can reset for tires. Let's see. Let me send him a message real quick. Okay, there he goes. So hopefully he gets himself some intermediate tires on. So we currently have Nielsen up in the front. He's going to start his qualifying lap first for the rest of the pack. One of Phiness's beautiful neon cars. If you want to have a livery made by the legendary Phiness, just got to go to Phiness GT on his YouTube channel and get on his list. Looks like Nielsen may have cut on that corner there. See if he gets a penalty. Doesn't look like it. Nope, no penalty. And he is going to be going on his first lap here, followed by Crispy and Uriki. For this particular race, this is our league races, so if you want to get on those, we can get you in by next week. It's a little late on this point. Would you think you are a professional or amateur driver? If you want to go in and spectate it, if I can find the room code, is 5WYFQH. Currently, there is the simleaguepro.com or SimLeague Pro on an app. We run these races almost every week. Calm down, dogs. Noisy dogs. Yeah. Anyways, you can go onto either the website or get the app and sign up with Discord, and then search for JCCR Racing. There is a league for the pro and the amateur. Once you sign in there, then we can put you on the leaderboard and you get points for racing. So Lowiki with the 204, Crispy with a 205, Thor with a 205, Nielsen gets a 208, Seb gets a 204. Let's see where Jim is. I think Johnny went back in and got himself some intermediate tires. I keep forgetting to turn that off. Did you not hear me? I'll type it out. It was 5W... this one. There we go. But yeah, it's a little too late to enter this race in particular, so... And on Jim's weather radar, there's a little bit of clouds in the bottom corner. Let's see, where did he get it? Oh, Jim got himself a 205, so he's up in third currently. Johnny in the back. Looks like he is almost done with his first lap. See if Crispy can improve his time any. 205.4 is pretty close to Jim there. Wiki is right behind Crispy during the qualifying. Hopefully Crispy doesn't do any unnecessary blocking. Johnny with a 211 for his first lap of the day. Oh, Crispy gets a 202. Wiki went into the pit. He might be going for a pair of soft tires. Seb gets the 203. She is also going in. He is putting on the soft tires, which means they're going to need an out lap with enough time to cross the line for their one more qualifying lap. Thor is also trying to do the same. They're going to see if they can improve their qualifying lap. Looks like we got a spinner. That is Rewiki is spun coming out of the pit lap, it looks like. Or the pit stop. And we get another spinner. Thor. So real slippery coming out of the pit there. Yep, that was Rowiki spinning out again. Maybe just a tad wet for the soft tires yet. Let's see if they'll cross the line and actually to get enough time for one qualifying lap on the soft tires. Yeah, that's my brother's kids in the background. And I also learned that the hard way in the rain, but fortunately I learned that during practice, not during the qualifying or the race. So, looks like we got one more minute of qualifying left. Rowiki is slowing down on his penalty. These guys are going to have, Thor does a little bit of a jump there. He got all four wheels off the ground on that one. So yes, they are indeed going to get one shot on the soft tires here. See if they can improve their lap times. Jim is changing to softs, but a little too late. He might be prepping softs for the race. And Rowiki is right behind Thor here. Got Crispy, who is currently on the pole, coming up for his final lap. Is he going to improve his time any? A little wobbly coming out of that last corner. Followed up by Johnny. 203 does not improve his time. And who was that? That was Nielsen back there. Nielsen has jumped up into second place. Good job there. Looks like next across the line is going to be Seb. And he takes P1 with a 2 minutes. 2-minute .9. Very fast. So these are going to be the guys where Thor is coming around now. Keep an eye on these guys as they come up to the line. Yeah, I got real lucky with my pit stop. I only had to pit the one time. And Thor gets himself a P2 with a 202.1. Rowicki with the 159.9. Whole second faster than Seb. He is ridiculously fast. And that, yep, that is everybody's qualifying. So we have a JCCR branding. He is a new driver, so DRE, SRB. Definitely want to get those numbers up, so we'll probably have you join into the amateur league. Still a pretty good time for intermediate. Alright, so Johnny is going to pull off the side of the track if there's anybody coming up behind him. And I believe we should be all ready here, so I'm going to fire this one up. Hey, look at that, we're actually on time today. I'm going to go ahead and start this one up. Crispy's in a hurry. Let's get to our spectating mode here. Put this on for everybody to see, and they should be going here. Getting some lag at the beginning of this one. There they go. And Seb is the only one warming up his tires out there. What's going on? Some kind of glitch start to this one, it looks like. But looks like it started pretty well. So going into turn one, Rowicki in the lead. Crispy is getting real close to the bumper of Thor. Wants to make that early move. We have quite a wet track out here. Crispy gets underneath Thor. A little bit of paint trading going on. And Nielsen takes a big stab at the outside of Thor there. Sets himself up for the inside lane. And he does make the pass on Thor, getting himself up into P4. Looks like Jim is waiting patiently for the first at least half a lap. And Seb is right up behind Rowicki here. It's really hard to pass the Team Alien. Definitely not an easy driver to keep up with. Crispy is looking to make a move over Seb here. He comes up to the inside. Now he's on the wide line on the outside, so he's cutting back and forth. It's like Seb gets into the grass as he comes through the chicane. Makes a little bit of contact with Crispy as they're coming through there. Crispy had nowhere to go. He gets his nose underneath on the inside. Seb, nope. Crispy pushes it through and does make the pass into P2. We got Nielsen coming up on the Seb now after that slide. Looks like Nielsen and Seb are neck and neck going down the front stretch. And Nielsen does get the pass going into turn 1. And it looks like he backed out a little bit. Nope, just kind of a different line. That's where it gets hard to see in this camera view. I really wish you could make custom cameras for this part of it. Like, there's some great action here, but it's really hard to follow sometimes when the camera doesn't show you exactly where the cars are on the track. It's like Thor is starting to look for an opening around around Seb. He wants to make his way up. You see Johnny in the back there. Trying to keep up with these pros is not going to be easy for him. But at least he gets to join the track and do some racing today. He said he had family over, so he couldn't make the amateur race. Which is a shame, because I love racing against Johnny. Seb looking to make a move on Nielsen as he is down on the inside. Nielsen has the right line for the next corner as he is able to hold Seb off. Nurburgring looks like he might be pulling away from Crispy a little bit here. He's got himself a second lead. Let's see if he can increase that gap there. A little slippery coming through that final chicane when you bounced off that curb. You got to see Thor get all 4 wheels off the ground. Seb taken down to the inside, going to protect that lane. Thor is trying to catch some draft off of him. Looks like Jim is in the back playing it smart as Nielsen has fallen back a little bit. He probably got loose in one of the corners and we missed it. Seb pushed a pass. Well, we have seen that before. We have penalized him for that before, so we'll see how that one goes. Hopefully Nielsen can get caught back up. He's not too far behind Jim. The wet conditions definitely make it quite a bit different than what a normal race is. So it looks like Nurburgring is definitely starting to pull away. The track is definitely starting to dry out. Anybody? Jim? Yes, Jim has his weather radar on, so we're not seeing any rain. A little bit of a cloud down on the bottom left corner there, but barely. That Ferrari's pretty good at this track. Nielsen should hopefully be able to get caught back up to Jim here a bit. Looks like Jim has been playing a smart race here, making sure he stays at a good pace. Thor is looking underneath Crispy here as he's trying to get alongside of him to make the pass onto the front straight. Just a little bit behind him there. See if he can set it up going through the first section. The worst corner on this track, turn 2. I hate that corner. Can never get it right. So Crispy is doing a pretty good job to keep up with Nurburgring, but still falling back a little bit. pick himself up a half-second penalty, so that's going to slow him down. I have found following the better drivers definitely makes you a better driver. Just under 1 second lead here. I forget where the penalty line is on this track. It's coming up soon. So it looks like he caught up to RaceC just a bit there. Now as he comes up to the penalty line, it's definitely going to drop him back. Turns that 0.8 gap into almost double the time. That's a 1.7, almost a whole second added there. Looks like RaceC's gonna... Oh, Crispy's going into the pits. He is going to be getting off his intermediates, going to be putting on his soft tires. Got a little loose going in. Looks like Seb is also going to be doing the same thing here on lap 5. End of lap 5. And both Crispy and Seb fall all the way to the back after their pit stops. See how good Johnny is doing. He is on the intermediates yet. Looks like he's getting better and better lap times, starting to get more used to the track. Don't think he had a whole lot of time to practice this one. His Porsche looks a lot more like a Porsche this week. That's good to know. Still haven't figured out what kind of penalty he's going to get for using the Ferrari last week. We'll be getting to that soon enough. Back up to Nielsen, who is starting to catch up with Jim a little bit. He's got over a second gap here, but staying close with him. A little bit of wobble coming out of there. Looks like he's getting a little bit of drifting going on. The intermediate tires, the track is drying out, so soon enough somebody's going to have to pit. Jim still has his weather radar on, still looking at dry skies, which is just ridiculous. I'm going to have to start making the custom weather instead of this random. It was supposed to be raining. Plenty of rain in practice all week long. As RaceC has gone in for his first pit. Going to be putting on soft tires. Dry track track drying up right now. So Thor is in P1, still on the intermediates. The top 3 are all on intermediates yet. As Nielsen is keeping up with Jim, he's getting a little loose going through there. Starting to suffer his tires. They're about half gone at this point. Jim's tires are a little bit better shape. And Thor's a little bit better than his. So they might be able to stretch it out a few more laps. But as much as the track is dried up, I think I would be pitting on this lap. Thor gets a little wide in the dirt there. Nielsen has dropped back off of Jim a little bit after getting loose in that corner. And we have a battle between Crispy and RaceC again. Crispy was battling a little too hard last week. Let's see what he's up to this week. Of course, Crispy is our Season 1 champion before we met RaceC, so that pride and ego, it can get to you sometimes when you're chasing that driver and you want to be better than the best. He comes bouncing through there, gets a little loose. Still doing a good job at keeping pace with RaceC. Both drivers are on soft tires. Looks like Crispy is definitely tuning up his tires a little bit earlier. And the top three are into the pits, putting RaceC back into first, Crispy into second. As Crispy is looking to make a move. It's going to be too late. He's right on his bumper. Oh, there's a bit of a touch there. Oh, Crispy should slow down for that one. He does drop back into second. Oh my god. Give me one moment. Apparently I've been muted twice. Can I hear me now? Yep. I had my headset and my controller both muted. So I've been talking for minutes and minutes and minutes to nobody, apparently. Oh my god, dude. I turned the sound for my stream off, that way I can focus on doing it, and don't realize that there's no chat coming across this whole time. Brilliant. Well, as I mentioned, that probably nobody heard, Crispy is doing okay, keeping up here just under 2 seconds. It's a good thing I'm not a professional streamer. That would look funny. Alrighty. This is where we'd really like to get some more drivers out here, because having more drivers on track, you're going to see more battles. Especially this track, from the looks of it, everything is pretty spread out. That'll kind of help me get the 2 videos made faster this week. Had a lot of passing going on. Might have to feature some other driving just so we have some kind of action in the video. Now Ricky is definitely starting to stretch his lead out, over 2.5 seconds now. Looks like Seb may have caught up a few seconds to Crispy there. Still quite a ways back as Thor comes around the final corner. He gets his best lap of the day, 58.2. Looks like we got a pretty much dry track. Yeah, and see, looks like the weather problem is almost the same for both races at that point. So it's not so much random as it is. Like it's predetermined before the race even starts. Hey, Bobby, how's it going? I was really expecting to see both of these races kind of a torrential downpour. As Jim starts getting loose there, it saves it. But both races started off with a bit of a wet track and dried out and not a cloud in the sky ever since. We had plenty of rain during practice as it came and went, but for the most part we've had dry track on this race, which kind of ruined it. At that rate we could have just made it a normal sunny race. I haven't actually looked because I put it on the random, but I think you can set it up custom how you want it to go. The only problem with it is if I do that, then I would have the advantage of knowing when the rain starts. Which I guess for me wouldn't be much of an advantage with my great driving skills. How many times I spent on the track isn't really going to help. Take a peek at Johnny here in the back, see how well he's been doing. Well, he got himself a 203. His fastest lap of the day. He's got a couple 203s. That's pretty good. Would have been good to see him in the amateur race. He would have definitely finished somewhere in the mid-pack with those times. might compare his total race time and see where he would have lined up. And back to the front of the pack, RaceC has built himself a 4.5 second lead, as Crispy has dropped back quite a bit. May have gotten himself a penalty or possibly slipped, as Seb has caught up to him a bit. Of course, everybody's very spread out here. Yeah, then everybody just pits when I pit. Perfect. I wasn't even sure when to pit in that last race, but Frank decided to go in front of me, so I was like, well, I gotta follow him in. And Crispy picks himself up a second penalty there, as his tires are pretty much gone. He is going to have to be very careful coming up to the end. He's either going to need another pit, or he's going to have to slow his pace a little bit, which is going to give Seb a huge advantage here. Looks like RaceC's tires are doing good for the last 2 laps. He should be okay. Crispy is going to be pushing it. Seb is right on the edge. So all of these guys are going to have to watch their tires to see if they can get to the end. Thor has the best set of tires out there, getting a little bit later than everybody else. He might be able to get himself a position here. Jim's tires are about half gone. And same for Nielsen. Johnny should be alright to the end. So we're going to keep an eye on Crispy here, as he is coming up to the penalty line. Now, left front of his is really shot. He should be able to sneak it out for one more lap. But is it going to slow him down to where Seb could actually catch up to him? Seb is caught up to less than 6 seconds now, as he hits the penalty line. Oh, and Ronan just got in. Seb is catching up quite a bit. Less than 4 seconds now. Just over 3.5 seconds. See if Crispy can hold on to the end, or if Seb can get caught up to him, as he got himself a half-second penalty. That's not going to help. Dark J, how's it going? Yeah, I think RaceC had it wrapped up last week. Dude is pretty much unbeatable. As we are now on to our last lap. Thor is catching up a little bit to Seb, and Seb is catching up a little bit to Crispy. Pretty big gap between all 3 cars, so we're going to have to see if penalties or tires are going to make a change here right at the end. Crispy's left front is almost gone. Is he going to be able to survive? Definitely losing quite a bit of pace here. Yep, we actually had some fun today in our race. I managed to survive for a P3. Out of, what was it, 7 drivers. Isn't super impressive, but... And a little bit of a wobble. That half-second penalty for Seb is going to give Thor a chance to catch up. Thor's tires are looking pretty good. He gets a bit into the gravel there. Couple of seconds behind. And RaceC is going to cross the line. Another win for RaceC. Does look like Crispy is going to manage to survive. That tire is just about gone. Thor right up on Seb's bumper, coming up to the line, but not enough. Just barely missed enough to get up. Jim is going to round out our top 5. Nielsen is going to finish in 6th, which is technically last, but a P6 that's last place will still get you some pretty good points. And of course Johnny, who is out here just for funsies, a little bit behind the pro drivers. Okay. So Johnny coming up on the final chicane. And as soon as he finishes this lap. Irish, how's it going? Thanks for dropping a like. And so that is another big win for RaceC. Got 3 races left on the season. Better make sure to save all this stuff. I need us one of those and one of these. Okay. And we are done before 11. Holy crap. What is capable of when you actually start on time? Maybe I'll actually have a little bit of time today to enjoy myself. I'll play some Minecraft with my wife later. She started a new world, so we want to build some things. It's always a lot of fun building. I'm going to take a quick peek over here. So congratulations to RaceC. Got that fastest lap. Crispy's fastest lap was pretty good there compared to RaceC's. A little bit of wet on the track kind of makes it a bit different, but mostly it was dry, so those are pretty good lap times. Seb did a good job coming up in 3rd, but there is a possibility of a push to pass. If there was, it looks like he will fall behind Thor. So, as always, we're going to have to review these races. Miss the pit and to do another lap. That's my race. What was that about? Alright, well, we shall see everybody next week. Let me take a quick peek and see where we are going next week. This would hurry up and load. I forget what our next race is. for the final 3 races of the season, we are going to Grand Valley, then Laguna Seca. Oh, the corkscrew is going to be insane. And then Yas Marina, which I might not even race, because I know how bad that's going to go. But as always, it has been a lot of fun, and we're going to jump off of here and start looking at some replays and whatnot. So we'll see you guys on the next one, and race long and prosper.